Hello everyone, Salba here. So today it's a really different video, but I will be giving out an ultimate guide. Not really ultimate, but a guide on RK. It's also an update on my build, week 7. But yeah, let's start. So, for the stats. To start, here's my stat allocation. Also, please don't copy what you see as all of our characters have different progress. Merely use this as a guide. So, for strength, this stat is probably the least important when it comes to our class, and you'll know why later. This stat increases our melee physical attack and directly boosts auto attack damage. Now, agility. This stat is important early to mid game, but not in late game, as most players can get high attack speed without adding points to agility. Take note that adding agility can also boost your damage due to the Aura Blade skill, but it is not optimal. There are also some cases that agility can boost your damage. There are some gears, cards, that can help with that. Now, for Vit, one of the most important stats in RK, as Vit scales with our damage because of the skill called Call of Justice. This stat is good for making our character both defensive and offensive. Next, Int. This stat increases two stats that boost our damage, Mat Attack and MDef. This is more beneficial than Strength when it comes to increasing our damage. This is because we have a skill called Enchant Blade and Sink or Swim. Next, Dexterity. You don't really need Dexterity when you're an AARK, as critical hits already ignores Flee. Lastly, Luck. Take note that every 3 luck grants you 1 crit, and you need to aim for at least 130 plus critical now in PvE, as we are now running Brave instances at this stage of the game. This also boosts your damage due to the Aura Blade skill. Now, for skills. If you're a swordsman, you can add 5 on Bash, 1 Magnum Break, 10 Sword Mastery, 9 Taunt, 9 Increase Recuperative Power, and 10 on Endure. Once you turn Knight, you can add 5 points in Heart of Steel, 10 points in One Hand Quickening, 5 points in Cavalry Combat, 5 points in Cavalry Mastery, and 10 points in Aura Blade. For Lord Knight skills, you can add 10 points in Lord's Aura, 5 points in Call of Justice, 10 points in Sword Parry, 10 points Head Crush, and 5 points Concentration. Once you reach Breakthrough, you can add 3 points in HP Light and 1 in Frenzy. You can also add 5 points in Head Crush, 10 points in Aura Blade, and 10 points in One Hand Quickening. For the remaining points, you can add it anywhere you like, but I added it in Increase Recuperative Power. Now, for the Rune Knight skills, you can start by adding 10 points in Enchant Blade, 10 points in Sink or Swim, 5 points in Dragon Training, 10 points in Power of Rune, 10 points in Dragon Protection, 2 points in Rune Mastery, and 10 points in Rune Mastery. You can also add 5 points here, and you can save it in Ymir for crafting runes. Now for my master skills. You can max everything out, but if you're trying to save Zenny, you can go for 3 Retainer's Weapon, 1 Dragon Contract, 5 Token Finale, and 1 on Royal Pardon for some lifesteal. Other than that, you can add points or max it out if you have no problem with Zenny. Now for equipment. For weapon, Holy Avenger should be your main weapon as it increases our auto attack damage by 5% per refine. It also gives critical and critical damage when it reaches certain refined levels. As for enchants, you can go for Sharp, Sharp Blade, physical damage increase, and crit damage. For cards, you can use 2 Minotaur cards when running instances. For offhand, you can either go for Critical Rift plus 12 or Vink Bracelet plus 15 for all around use and Giant Shield plus 15 for instances. As for enchants, go for Armor Breaking, Physical Damage Increase, and Crit Damage. For cards, you can use Alice Star card or Anubis Star card. For armor, you can still use the Rift plus 12 as it's not that different from the plus 12 tyrannical armor. But if you have the resources, you can replace your Rift with a plus 10, plus 12, or plus 15 tyrannical armor. If you're into PvP, staunch armor is a good option for fear resistance. For enchants, go for sharp, crit damage, or physical damage increase. For cards, use the Leader's Demeanor card or the Heart card for more damage against MVPs. For garments, you can use the Critical Rift plus 12 garment or go for plus 15 undershirt. For enchants, aim for physical damage increase or crit damage. As for cards, you can go for Dragonfly Star or Hyegun Star card. For shoes, you can still use the plus 12 Rift shoes, but if you have the plus 12 Rune boots, just go for that. As for the enchants, you can go for physical damage increase or crit damage. For cards, go for Familiar Star card, Time Holder Star card, or Moonlight Flower Star card. For accessories, you can go for 2 plus 12 Orleans gloves for consistent damage, 1 plus 10 Fairy in a bottle, and 1 plus 12 Orleans gloves for bursty high crit damage, or 2 plus 15 Eye of Tulahan for overall strong stats. For enchants, you can go for Sharp Blade, crit damage, and physical damage increase. As for cards, you can go for Greatest General card, Valkyrie card, Zipper Bear Star card, or Kobold card. Now for other equipment. For our headwear, you can use what I'm wearing. It is called Warmth Before Dawn as a substitute for White Knight Helm. For enchantment, you can go for crit damage or zeal. As for the card choices, you can go for Andre Starguard or Aud Humbla card. As for facewear, for now you can use Monocle, Mr. Scream, or Angel Spirit. And for enchantments, you can either go for physical damage increase or crit damage. For mouthwear, you can either use Bone in Mouth or Abyss Whisper. As for enchants, you can go for crit damage or zeal. And for backwear, right now your best option is Devil Wing, and the best enchant for that is Sharp. And for tail, you can use Speed Sonic or Ice Crystal Pouring, and the best enchant is Physical Damage Increase or Sharp Blade. For reference, here is my build right now. Okay, now for our Valkyrie Blessing. You need to go for Combat Blessing, Wise Blessing, and Rest Blessings. These three are the most important ones. For the attack cards, you need to max Pen first, then go for crit damage, then attack, then mat attack. For def, you need to max MDef first, and then for the rest, it's up to you. But I suggest maxing out Magic Reduct first. As for element, you should max Holy Damage first, and you can invest it in Fire Damage, Water Damage, and Dark Damage. As for Aesir, here are the nodes that you need to take note of. Here are some tips that you can use to make your character stronger. Number 1. Focus on handbook, as investing in handbook gives you sure stats and not gambling. Number 2. Don't forget to donate on your guild, as Aesir is one of the things that gives you good damage boost, and that comes with guild blessings. Number 3. If you're F2P or free to play, use your Zenny wisely, since it is not easy to earn Zenny in this game. Lastly, watch my videos to be more aware of what you're doing wrong in your Runite build. Now, let's try doing a damage test on my build. Here are the buffs that I use in this damage test. That is all for today's video, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you have any question, feel free to drop them by and I'll be answering them as soon as possible. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.